What's going on YouTube? Crypto Matrix here, coming at you in another cryptocurrency stream. And guys, check it out right here. We definitely had a massive breakout out of that inverse head and shoulders, as well as the wedge, guys. So many opportunities for longs right here, guys. Let me know in the comments if you caught that. And I definitely found some patterns within patterns and a bigger pattern, which is possibly playing out, guys. I want to show you exactly how to tackle this trade, whether long or short, over on Bybit. And guys, I wanted to talk to you about a pattern that's playing out right now for Electroneum, which will give you guys an accurate representation of where the price action is moving, even in the short term, without even using technical analysis, or for instance, patterns within patterns or indications into patterns. And guys, if you haven't signed up using my links right here, you can save up to almost $2,000 just by using these links right here. And don't forget about my giveaway, guys. One lucky winner will be winning a Ledger Nano X at the end of the month. All you have to do is deposit a minimum of 0.02 BTC. And we have a bonus giveaway going on. The first 20 users who simply register an account with Bybit will receive $5 bonus on top of the $100 bonuses they will receive from Rewards Hub. Also, Ethereum basically about to hit $3,000, guys. These are just amazing times in cryptocurrency. If you're not subscribed yet, definitely smash that subscribe button, smash that like button, and I'm going to dive right into the price action. Okay, guys, so before I zoom in, we obviously went over this last video here and this as well, but guys, let's talk about this one more time before we talk about the current technicals, guys, because we definitely had a very nice story playing out, and I wanted to show you guys that here. So check it out. Let me just pull this in perspective here. Okay, so for instance, we had a nice ascending wedge measured from the back of the wedge using wedge theory. Target was very easily hit right into a double bottom. Again, remember, the pattern doesn't form until the second touch. Form of resistance measured to the lowest wick from point of resistance to point of breakout. Okay, a little bit of a bounce around, a little uncertainty, the 7 crossing the 20 back and forth, minimal volume. Okay, then we did get a solid cross right up here, form new pattern. For instance, you could go to the smaller time frame here on the 15-minute. Just zoom in on that here, and you can see that wedge forming out nicely. Again, using wedge theory, measured from the back of the wedge to the point of breakout. Easily hit, guys, easily. Right into an inverse. Basically, as soon as you got the head forming, you could project the inverse. And guys, that breakout happened perfectly. I actually did not take that trade, but obviously would have worked out nicely. Right into a really, really tiny bear flag and then dumped right down. Basically, you know, measured. You can measure even wedge theory on this one. So for instance, measured wedge theory even. It's basically the same target. The breakout's so damn small. Okay, so theoretically, you would measure it like that. I mean, there's literally no difference there. So you could just measure it like that. Right into double bottom. As soon as you got the second touch, the formation is formed. Point of resistance measured from resistance to candle. And another easy target hit, guys. And in my last video, this was the breakout that I was talking about I wanted you guys to take. And man, guys, anyone who's taken that trade is just sitting extremely profitable right now. Congratulations, guys. And just for transparency, I did take some profit on this one at the target, okay? And yes, we did pump up and start a new target. I remember being in session with several students here as this was forming out, and guys saying, hey, a little pennant forming right now, and guys measured from the back, okay, to the point of breakout. Let's make that green. And guys, that target was easily hit. Look at this, okay, look at this. Perfection, okay? And now we definitely have another pattern playing out. I could obviously go down to the 5 and really dice this up, guys, but let's just save some time and show you the big pattern here. So we clearly have a wedge, okay? Clear as day, okay? Let's see if we get a drop to the downside or we continue this bullish momentum and retest this resistance, which is a previous high, for instance, around 58.6, and work our way back up, for instance, to the $62,000 level. Okay, guys, remember, we go to a different chart. We had that big inverse head and shoulders, and the target projection is all the way up at 64,000, guys. So we could be on a bit of a streamline up there, but yes, we must play the patterns within patterns to get a good understanding of the price action movement in the immediate. We can't just hope it's going up, and as traders, we must be neutral and keep our feelings aside. Okay, so that is exactly what I think is going on with the Bitcoin price action. Okay, and remember, guys, watch your indications, okay? I kept the EMAs up for you because I like them so much, okay? We're getting a cross down. That means we're going to be moving down. If we get higher volume into the market, especially negative, we will move down this wedge, okay? Maybe even retest the BPVR before a major bump, and then possibly a retest of resistance of pattern, and hopefully a breakout continuing the bullish sentiment. Okay, that's what I believe will happen, guys. But remember, play your indications, play your patterns, okay? Play the volume in combination with them all, always, okay? And then when we're looking to make a trade, let's just give you guys a little bit of a projection here. Again, remember, we don't know how far the wedge will go exactly, but let's just give an estimated target here. So let's say if you were going to go long, assuming the proper portions lined up, it could be around 57,649, and a short could be all the way down to the VPVR at 56,615, okay? But again, for instance, watch for the clear break. For instance, you could get a bounce there, and then that would put you in a stop loss real quick. So understand that. Watch the indications to understand the price action movement, guys. And let's talk about Electroneum. So just in the brief and in the short term here, we obviously had that break. I mean, guys, look at this. A nice trifecta, and that's a target hit to me. And we are getting a new pattern forming out right here. Just another wedge. It's interesting how it goes wedge to wedge with Electroneum lately, okay? So for instance, this is a little dirty. For instance, a couple moments of oversold territory. Like, this could be a triangle too, to be honest. We kind of got to let this form a little better. For instance, maybe tighten it up. Maybe rise it up here, you know, go through. I think that actually looks a little better. That looks better, I think. So this is probably what's actually happening here. And to me, it almost looks like an ascending triangle. I mean, we're off by small increments here, very small increments, okay? This is looking bullish. And then we pull up something like the Bollinger Bands, okay? Let me pull off the EMAs just for a second so you can see. You can see right here, we're still pretty tight. You know, the movements even aren't that big. You know, it's a tightening. Okay, that means a breakout is coming, guys. And what I would really like to see is a breakout to the upside and retest legacy line, guys. But let me just talk about the big picture for a moment, because I definitely have known about this pattern for quite some time, and I just want to make sure you guys understand it as well. So let's zoom out and go to the hourly. Okay, let's pull off the Bollinger Bands, and let's just talk about a basic pattern. Okay. Actually, it's not that basic. I guess it's kind of advanced. This is what we call a bump and run. Okay, and I'm going to pull up an example for you right here before we talk about it. So with a bump and run pattern, it basically looks like this. We have the prevailing trend line. We get a bump off of the steady price action, which is increasing. Then we get a pullback, which breaks the short-term trend. Okay, and this is what I also like to call the legacy line, guys. And then is running down. And for instance, if you didn't take profit up here, a lot of people did here, and that's why the price is continuing to dump a little bit, guys. Remember what I said, when we break this big line, we need a reversal to get back up to it, okay? So looking at the price action, guys, you can clearly see this pattern, okay? The run up, the bump, the run, okay? Now, like I said, when we broke legacy, we need a reversal to get back up on trend, okay? So that is exactly what I think is going on with Electroneum, guys. I hope that gives you guys some clarity here, because let's be real here. When things pump up all the way to 0.04, people do get a little worried. And guys, yes, I did take some very small profits up here, very small. But understand, I'm a massive Electroneum long-time hodler, okay? Yes, I've always been moving my fast coin, okay? That's how you make money. But guys, my hodl coin, I might never sell this. I might hold it for a long, long time. Understand that concept for a moment, okay? That is my belief with Electroneum, guys. I just wanted to share that with you guys. That's what I found in the immediate as well as the long term. And guys, let's talk about Filecoin. This coin is just awesome. I really like this coin, and I think it has a lot of potential, guys. A lot of patterns within patterns. The last video I made, I was talking about it getting a breakout, guys, and it just smashed it. We're talking really busted out, and we had several patterns within patterns. Let me just draw them real quick for you guys. And yes, we're on the hourly, so I could make this a little cleaner by going to smaller time frames, but just to save time, so you guys can just see the reality of just how things would look. And then when I make it the smaller time frame, you'll see everything just kind of lines up, with the exception of maybe that wick. But that's okay. A little oversold territory, that's fine. And the reason I do it like this for you guys is so you can actually learn how to draw. You have to learn how to do your charts to do them properly. Okay, so let's go down to the 15-minute now. And then you can see everything just lining up nicely, except for this one. This one I actually was going to do a wedge first, but that's right. Yeah, that looks better. Actually, let's clean this up a little even more here. Bam, bam, bam. That looks better. Okay, so wedge theory ended up playing out. And as well, they could also be flags, okay? Remember, when a breakout comes into it, it can be classified as a flag. So it really just depends. You could use wedge theory, and you can get these little targets, obviously. For instance, let me just show you them both, guys. Wedge theory, flag measurement. So see how they both hit. Okay, that's what I want to show you guys right here. Again, breakout. Do the other one first this time. Look at that. Okay. Wedge theory. Tiny little target hit. Okay, guys, so understand patterns within patterns. Okay. There's a lot of stuff going on. There's a lot of targets you can take. And I just want to show you that. So, and guys, let's just talk about repeat of history here. Look at this. Okay, very mimicking patterns here. We could get a very mimicking motion soon. Hopefully we can pump up into the $70 range within the next week on Filecoin. I wouldn't be surprised if that happens. And guys, remember your indications, okay? If we can get the 7 crossing the 20, for instance, let's pull up the Bollinger Bands. Okay, we break the median, retest the resort zone, get an expansion of the band showing a breakout, okay? And then always remember, guys, combine in with volume. As you can see, we have low volume right now, so we are going to be retesting a little bit of support here, and then hopefully getting some good volume into the market to punch it up, guys. And same theories. If you wanted to go long, I would wait for the breakout of this pattern, quite simply, and then use target projection so you have a good idea of when to take profits, guys, just like this. Okay, say like we break out right there. Same theories to the downside. And obviously, like I just showed you, you could measure this as a breakout as well, in which case these targets are actually pretty close. Okay, so definitely keep that in mind when you're looking to trade Filecoin right now. There definitely could be some good opportunity right here, guys. And guys, just for transparency, I actually didn't draw up any graphs for you on Chainlink right now, but I just wanted to talk about it, guys, because for many months, I mean, since the beginning of my channel, I've been talking about Link being $40 the end of April. And guys, we hit much higher than $40, you know, just a couple weeks ago. And now we are actually back touching and hopefully going to be pushing up higher, guys. I couldn't be happy with Link. I will definitely do some TA on this next week for sure. And guys, that's all the time I have for today. These are just biblical times of cryptocurrency. I could not be happier with the price action board wide. Things are just going swimmingly, not just with myself, but especially with the student program, guys. I'm blown away. I'm blown away. The profits they are making is just something that, you know, you don't hear from even from trade schools or you know, people that have been at it for a long time, guys. Let me just be transparent here. I'm onto some amazing strategy, all right? If you want to learn to trade like a pro and really make profits, maybe get rid of that crap job you can't stand. Like I always say, unless you're making, you know, 6, 7, 8 figures a year, man, the inflation with the dollar, I mean, all the things going on in the world right now, guys, you can't afford to miss this knowledge. Remember, knowledge is what's going to help you actually obtain profits and be able to make the trades, okay? You have to understand the trading field, okay? So the reality is I can just look at it at this point. It's like reading a book for me. That's a skill you really want moving forward. It really sucks having someone else handle your money. That's not the best feeling. And, you know, guys, I've definitely helped out a couple family members, obviously. You know, I'm a good guy. I like to help people. And that's why I've been doing this program, guys. And as I've said, you know, I'm able to take more students now, guys. I've gotten a lot of things figured out. And, guys, not only that, the website will be going up hopefully by August. It's a process, guys, and just so many good things are going to come with that, guys. We're talking one-on-one instruction. We're talking downloadable stuff for the guys that can't afford the one-on-one stuff. Maybe even group. I'm kind of trying to stay away from group stuff, to be honest with you, because the reality is when you're paying money to learn, you want individualized attention. It increases your absorption rate vastly, okay? It's big. When you're in a group setting, you might get left behind. My goal is for no one to be left behind. I'm taking a very aggressive approach to helping you guys learn your financial freedom. And guys, all I can say is if you want that achievement, reach out to me today at bitcoindeathstar@gmail.com. My buddy Mitch will be happy to send you your onboarding email and get you into Zion. And guys, all I got to say is if you complete your course, you have no excuse to not have life-changing profits. It is that simple. And let's be transparent here, guys. I've had some students jump out after 10 hours, even a few after just 5, and make amazing changes in their life through trade. Guys, I can't ask for anything more than that. These are just amazing times, guys, and that's all the time I have for today. Remember, if you don't come from a rich family must come from you. And with cryptocurrency, I make it as easy as riding that wave. I am Crypto Matrix. I'll catch you guys later. right here.